This is going to be a video response to the Hermit's Cave, and the title of it is My Top 5 Tarot Decks of the Last 12 Months. So coming in at number 5 is the Classic Tarot. This is still available. You can still buy this deck, but it's been around for a while. It's got Italian style artwork, and it is a Marseille deck. And I like it. It's got keywords on the side in 4 languages. I like the artwork, the color. And it's also gives really, really on point messages. I also like it because the keywords are a little different from the traditional or typical keywords that you see today on cards. These are more from that time period keywords. But it's very, very accurate for me. So that's the Classic Tarot. The next on my list is the Groovy Weight Tarot. The Groovy Weight. This deck is a relatively new deck. You can still buy it at Tarot Collectibles. And I like the 70s, 60s style artwork. Well, if I can get them. And I like the colors. It's colorful. I like the time period. I like the theme. It's a very happy, uplifting type deck. And very good quality cards also. I like the peace symbols. I like this deck a lot. My next, number 3, is the Muse Tarot. Now, a lot of people really like, what is that other one that she did? I have it. Can't think of it right now. But anyway, the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. I actually like this one better than her other deck. The messages in the cards just speak to me more. They're more open. They tend to be have multiple meanings for me than her other deck, which hopefully I'll think of the name of in a second. The other thing I like about this deck is it focuses in on, Light Seers is the other one that I couldn't think of, Light Seers. It focuses in on the chakras, if you know anything about chakras. The light she shows coming off of the areas in the card tend to focus on chakras, which I really like that aspect of the cards. Like here, you've got light going into her crown chakra, and this is the Ace of Swords or the Ace of Voices. So that just makes a lot of sense to me, more so than the Light Seers Tarot. Then my next one, now this one is an old Morgan's Tarot from the 80s, and there is a new version out, but I don't like it as much as the old one, although it's very similar. These are the backs, and some people would say, oh, that's not a tarot deck, but I'm including it anyway It's more of a, some people might think of it more as more of an oracle deck or a meditation deck. But I just really, really like the messages in these cards. And that's why you see me pulling cards from this deck a lot. Far out. So that's Morgan's Tarot. And then my number one, I just purchased, and that is the Kaleidodope Tarot by Boehner. And the reason I like this one so much, it kind of reminds me of, with the images are very simple, but they're deceivingly simple, because there's actually, even though the artwork looks kind of simple, the messages have a lot of complexity to them. And I get a lot of different messages from these cards when I use them. And it just, I cannot get this deck out of my hands. It is just so, I just love the messages it gives. It's also very accurate. And it speaks my language more so, and it's a modern deck. That's probably why it speaks my language, because I'm living in this era, not in some of those other eras. This is the era that I'm living in. So this deck really, really speaks to me. And I love the edges. I don't know if you can see. Anyway, this is my current number one, which I just purchased recently. I also like the simple artwork. This kind of reminds me of the spacious, a combination of kind of the spacious tarot, and there's another deck this kind of reminds me of. I can't think of the name of it. But it's just, this deck is just right up my alley in so many ways. Colorful, clean, and easy to read. So that is my number one, my top 5 tarot decks of the last 12 months. Thanks, guys.